What is up, guys? It's Mekabre back with yet another Destiny 2 video, and in today's video, I need to apologize. I need to apologize to all you guys who watched either Saturday's video or Monday's podcast. I lied. I said it'll be new Strike gameplay, and it'll be kind of cool, right? Yeah, no, the new Strike doesn't come out today. Matter of fact, it doesn't come out till next week for Seasons Pass holders. My apologies. So instead, and very, very quickly thrown together video just the day beforehand. I'm trying my best to keep up. I kind of got lost on this one, not gonna lie. So I hope you guys enjoy it, but we're going to be talking about Grandmaster Nightfalls, okay? So for those of you who do not know, the return of Grandmaster Nightfalls is today. They came back out today, starting with Sepix Prime. Now, why is this so important, and why am I even making a video on this in the first place? Well, here is the reason. With the return of Grandmaster Nightfalls this season, we're seeing something new added to Nightfalls in general, and that is some new weapons. We saw Palindrome, Swarm, and Shadow Price. I almost forgot the name there. But we saw these return, and with Grandmasters, we're now actually able to get their Adept versions. So, real quick, let's just cover everything you may possibly need to know regarding Grandmaster Nightfalls and why I think you should power grind until you're at a level you can do so, and LFG teammates if need be. Let's just start real fast. So, if you haven't heard of Grandmaster Nightfalls, the difficulty is usually set above the power level most people will reach in the season. But there's a minimum power required to enter, and it's actually usually capped at that minimum power. So for this, the difficulty will be set to 1350. The minimum power required is 1325, and 1325 is where you will be capped. Now, each strike, so each different Grandmaster Nightfall, will have a different set of modifiers. Some will make it extremely difficult, while others actually may assist you in one way or another. And you just need to make sure that you're bringing weapons to stun or pierce specific champions. So keep that in mind. The champions will not always be the same. Now, one will be available each week, and it'll lead all the way up until April 20th. At April 20th, you'll have the opportunity to pick and choose whichever Grandmaster Nightfall you would like to sit down and do. So it's really, really cool. If you don't want to do this first one, you don't want to do Sepix because you think it's going to be too difficult or whatever, well, just take your time, wait, and there might be one that's easier. In my honest opinion, Sepix might actually be one of the easiest to complete this season. I don't know, we'll see. There's some other easy ones, but Sepix has definitely got to be up there. And if you miss a week, no worry. The last 3 weeks of this season, well, all 6 are available and you can do whatever you see fit. Now, what are some things that are coming with these Grandmasters? Well, obviously, your Adept versions. The Adept versions of Palindrome, Swarm, and Shadow Price are only available in the Grandmaster Nightfall. Now, on top of this, you will be able to earn the gilded version of the Conqueror title. Okay, so for those of you who do the Conqueror title each season and you're like, why do I keep doing this? It'll be more of an opportunity to continue to do that. And matter of fact, you will be able to gild your title. Now, wait, there's just one more thing that is coming with Grandmaster Nightfalls, and that is the Adept Mods. Now, Adept Mods, for those of you who don't play Trials, have only been accessible through Trials up until this point. Getting an Adept version of a weapon was done through Flawless, but so was getting an Adept mod. Now you can get Adept mods through the Grandmaster Nightfall. As for how it works, I do not have that information at this current moment. Once we get to a later date, I may possibly pop it in a news video or something along those lines, just giving you guys a heads up as to how it works. Check the description down below to see if I've updated it already. But you will be able to get Adept mods. Maybe it's one each week. Maybe you can farm it over and over and over. Who knows? But you will be able to unlock Adept mods. And for those of you who do not play Trials, somewhat myself, it is amazing to be able to grind out Adept Mods for our Adept weapons. I think that's really, really cool. Now, is it worth going into the Grandmaster? And a lot of people are going to say no, because it takes a long time to get one completion. And on top of that, it is just overall a difficult thing to do. So, is it worth it? I would argue yes, now more than ever. Getting these adept weapons, such as Palindrome, Swarm, and Shadow Price, are going to make the weapons overall a little bit better. As for Shadow Price and Swarm, seeing as how they're not necessarily the preferred weapons right now, maybe adept versions of those weapons are less exciting, but the adept version of the palindrome allowed to hopefully roll with something along the lines with getting some more range. And heck, if you are lucky enough to get an adept range mod, like I was this past weekend in Trials, maybe, just maybe, you can sneak out a 140 that can compete with 120s. I don't know, and I can't say for certain, but we were doing the math the other day, and it seems like there's ways you can get rolls to almost, if not keep up with most 120s. So keep an eye out for that. Past that, the Adept mods in general are well worth your time, and for a lot of these weapons are going to pair really nicely for PvE activities. For Shadow Price, some of the Adept mods will just work really, really well and allow you to use this weapon a lot more efficiently and honestly just overall make it way better than it already is. I highly encourage that you power grind, get to 1325, and then find a group. If it's LFG, that works. If you have friends that are online, encourage them to power grind with you and get to that point where you can then turn around and do a Grandmaster. At the very least, if you need help, join the Discord down below, and there are plenty of wonderful people on all three platforms that would love, absolutely love, to sit down and help you through a Grandmaster. So if you'd like to do that, join the Discord down below and say, hey, Mekabre, or whoever, depending on which platform you play on, I would love to do a Grandmaster. Can we sit down and do it sometime? And I guarantee that people will find a time and say yes. So that is it for this video. I know, like I said, it's a little bit shorter. It's a little bit discombobulated, whatever. I was not prepared to make this video, and unfortunately, I'm having to do this really, really fast while I worry about other things that are going on in real life right now. And whew, let me just say this, I've been a little busy today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like or a comment down below. Subscribe if you're not. Turn that bell on for notifications. Every Tuesday and Saturday, we have new content, podcasts twice each month. And maybe, just maybe, I'm hinting at this, I don't know. If we get up to a certain sub count, I kind of have a surprise. I'm not telling you what the sub count is yet. I'm not telling you what the surprise is. I'm just saying there's a sub goal. If you guys have friends that like Destiny 2, let them know. Tell them to come watch my stuff because I think it's pretty good. And if you guys agree, tell them to come watch, please. Sub, and maybe just maybe, if we hit that sub goal before I'm thinking, and I'll give more information in a future video, you'll unlock something special. With that, I have nothing else to say except for get back to grinding your crazy guardians.